Hey everyone, welcome to Divinity Dragon Commander. I am in the middle of a battle, and it is a weird one at that. This is a RTS hybrid, I suppose. Kind of has an Empire map, like a Total War game. Except during these RTS battles, you can also transform into a dragon and jump straight into the fight yourself. Which I can't do for another 9 seconds. And this one's weird, because you start with whatever units you have there on the map, but as soon as you get in, you can start building things into the game, that is. Like all these units right here I started with. And normally there's a recruit population up here in the top left. And I won already. Interesting. Normally there's a recruit population up there, like a total population. And as soon as you get into the battle, you start getting recruits from the amount of population on that map. But that didn't work that way on that one. It started with 0 population, so I don't know if there's just been too many battles already at that place, so there's no population available to recruit for combat. That's plausible. That might be what's up. So as you can see, we have all these little pieces of the board all around the map here. Red is my enemy, as is yellow, while green is my ally over there. Every turn you get a bunch of cards. Although I didn't get any this turn. But each, I guess every couple turns, you build buildings that generate you new cards. And I also have war factories, which let me build units. There we go. I have population again. I just didn't have any population last turn for whatever reason. And I did not mean to sell that. That sucks. This place has cost a lot. I do have a little bit of money. I'm going to use to get some more guys and bring them up there towards yellow. All the cards that I showed off earlier for half a second there. I know, long time. You can use those to do various things in battle. Like when a battle pops up, you get to pick which cards you want to use. This one's a dragon one, so it'll give me these powers in the battle if I don't already have them researched. This one's sabotaging units. That's a harsh one, especially if they're using a lot of those guys, because they just flat out can't move. Yeah, and this thing in the middle here lets me buy cards, which I'll probably do since I don't have much going on right now. Just gonna push in there some light forces. Wish I could cancel that movement earlier so I can move them to different stuff. But whatever. That is okay. And here are the research trees. You have basic, advanced, expert. You can do any of them right off the bat, but it takes a while to start getting a lot of research per turn. These are all dragon ones, so stuff I can use in battle. I have a few of these, but not too many, but I'm pretty happy with what I have right now. So I'm going to focus more on these guys. That's pretty sweet. Alright, that'll work. And I'm sure I'm about to enter some combat somewhere in here right now. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna move these guys. Start taking their stuff. And this is the beta, by the way. Divinity Dragon Commander beta. It is pretty much multiplayer only, except you can do against AI, and because of the version I have, thanks to the developers at Larian Studios, or should I say their PR, who gave us a special preview version of the beta that lets me actually save my game. Otherwise, you can't save. You might be able to save against other people, but not against AI. Or they could have added that by now normally. Since I've had this, they've done 3 or 4 patches. But this game does come out very soon, in 5 days on August 6th. Right now we're just watching all these pieces move across the board. And I should note, which I'm going to probably note a bunch of times because it's pretty important, this game does have a pretty hefty sounding single player that actually has diplomacy and options and choices and characters that you can interact with, that you can have different reputations with. And you have like a big hub base that you do stuff with. And that is neat over here. I just noticed my ally Green brought over some forces to attack as well. I'm not sure which one of us will technically take that place now. I guess whoever got there first. So there's 4 battles going on right now. One is my ally, which I can indirectly help with. This one is an actual battle. I'm just going to show the... So, when you're doing basically auto-resolve, you can still affect. So I can bring in cards here, and the only one I have that affects battles right now is Devastator Mercenaries, which is bringing in more units just for that battle. But between me and my ally Green, we have 83%. No, that's not right. 73%. Percent chance of victory, while the enemy here has 27. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna win that. So, yeah, no issues there. Our guys won, and we didn't lose anything. And this one, I'll jump in. Hopefully I'll actually get to show off a battle here. Although this is just silly. They have nothing. But, and this is all my dragon abilities, and you can make your own dragon little skill bar here, which we'll see once we're in battle. And I have 2 different ones that I have set up. But I have a pretty awesome ability I want to try out, so we will see how that works. It's one of the highest level dragon research things. That's a big, supposed to be a giant fireball that hurts anything, but does a massive amount of damage. These guys are weird to use because I'm not even sure if they capture anything, which worries me. They're only good against air, and it doesn't look like they... Yeah, these are bad guys to start the map with. I'm just going to leave them out at sea here because the enemy doesn't have any... there. And my ally here is going aggressively towards red because he had a bunch of good starting units. I just have these air guys. I'm just going to get out a bunch of basic units right there. Not sure how it's going to go for green. These are better units, but... Oh yeah, he's kicking their ass. That's good. Hopefully he can stop them before they start producing anything. So these guys start sending around to capture stuff. And yeah, it is pretty much your basic RTS if you're thinking that. I mean, there are... I don't know, there's plenty you can do, so it's not super basic, but it does have one of those kind of feelings where you can just kind of like pump out a ton of units and you're always trying to pump it out a lot and just overwhelm them with numbers. But at the same time, that cannot work, because I mean, there are going to be guys like these that only hit air, and a lot of units have special abilities that you can actually use. As soon as I get 15 more seconds here, I can jump in with my dragon and go help my ally over there. Save my... Recruit is your money, basically. And there's a total... I can only use 4,000 in this match. Which sounds like a lot, but it's not a crazy huge number. Alright, I'm going in there. actually less exciting than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a nuke, but still pretty powerful. So now my allies are good to go. I can heal them. It's one of my abilities here. Getting hit by some kind of anti-air. It's going to stop his building from producing guys for a moment. I'm going to get out of there. Go back to creating units. You can move around units and build things while you're in that view, but it's hard. It's not that easy. Yellow's got quite a lot there. They still don't have any air, so I can't really do much against them. My Zeppelin here is a 100% support unit. Doesn't actually do any damage. You can research it to get a couple of abilities that do damage, but for the most part, just support.
Enemy is my enemy. We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Green's still doing alright. Jump back in and help him a little. Nah, he's got it. Block off yellow pretty soon here. I don't know why you can build a air factory on a shipyard, but whatever. There's quite a bit I could capture over here. I'm definitely gonna go get some units to capture those recruitment citadels on the islands. So as you can see, this battle has become a lot larger than it originally was, with just the units I started with. And the percentage thing from the beginning is mainly about units, but also about the defense of that area, and like the people and how they feel towards your side. Green wiped out red, so yellow's pretty done for. I get some ironclads. Also need transports, so I can start taking those islands. Although we could probably just push in there and wipe him out. Attack.
Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
But there's that Zeppelin. I wish you could make Zeppelins follow people, since they don't actually do any damage on their own. But if you kind of give them like a general attack order, then they go off on their own. Ironclad. Why are you not fighting them?
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Where is the port in Port Safe, sire?
It says it targets other naval units, but I don't see it doing anything. It's supposed to be a really strong naval unit. But there we go. That's fighting a little. Doing really poorly against those transports for being supposed to be this strong, like fighter naval unit. That's healed. This guy's shielded. That is really strong. I like that ability. Nice. are producing more recruits right now, but we are overwhelming them. I do have tanks and stuff I could be getting, and I probably should, because I have a lot of recruits.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Adding coal to the fire.
And their base is almost done. So starting with those basic units kind of seems like it doesn't change that much, but had those flying units been more ground-based units, I could have severely damaged him and stopped him from progressing just because I had more units and stronger units. So they do really matter, so it does make sense why they count for so much in the auto-resolve. You can pre-order this game right now and get in on this beta, which is what I'm playing. But it does come out in 5 days, so always good to wait for reviews and all of that.
Hope we don't hit too many fish.
And I'm sure we'll have someone that is doing those over at BeefJack. If you want to know anything else about the game, feel free to leave me some comments on this video. I will answer them best I can. I've played this about 6 hours, 7 hours, the beta. There isn't a whole lot to do in it, and I'm definitely more interested in the actual single player part that I haven't been able to play, which they're apparently going to add to the beta, but you know, very few days left to do so. So we will see. Being able to jump into the dragon does definitely make a big difference, and in multiplayer other people can jump into their dragons as well. So that makes it all kind of crazy and complicated. It is unfortunately a bit hard to micromanage all of that, but like I said earlier, thankfully you do have the option to do some stuff with your units and select them manually. Where the hell are they still producing units from? Oh. But it's way easier to actually manually select them. Although it looked like I had selected them. I was messing with the controls right there. And all I had to do was actually do it. Once you start getting a lot of these units researched together, they do create some really powerful combinations. Especially when you have stuff like these shamans right here, which heal and shield. Heal and shield. Yeah, sounded weird.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
It would be nice if there's more air stuff to make these imp fighters more useful, but it's alright. Well, that's going to be it for the show and tell for Divinity Dragon Commander. But we'll, of course, be having more show and tells coming, like we always do every week. And we have everything else going on. And do check out our website. But thank you for watching. Any questions, feel free to ask. This is Divinity Dragon Commander by Larian Studios, coming out next week on PC, on Steam, and I'm sure other places. And that's it. Thank you.